I've criticised Gerard Batten before, the leader of UKIP, because he believes the fake polls. Whenever Sky samples like 1,000 people, he comes up and says that's representative of the country. And I criticised him for it. However, I like him. I like him in UKIP. I like him and his focus on Islam and Islamisation. I like the way he supports Tommy. And the people support Tommy, the establishment doesn't. That's why Nigel Farage doesn't. And that's why Nigel Farage says nothing about the Islamisation of this country. He says nothing about the caliphate. If we had Brexit under Nigel Farage, we would live under a caliphate and he would be afraid to say anything. So, Nigel Farage, just go away. And stop trying to take down UKIP, which you have nothing to do with. It's not your party. You walked away. Do you remember? You left at a critical juncture when you really shouldn't have. You thought that Brexit was a done deal, was in the bag, and you just walked away. And now you don't even say anything about the European integration, the security services, etc. You are a fraud, Nigel. I used to listen to you on LBC. I used to like you. I used to listen to you and listen to what you say and listen to the replies. Now I won't waste my time. I'd rather listen to Majid Nawaz. Even though I don't agree with everything he says, at least it's not a waste of time. At least it's not one big virtue signal. The biggest problem is that the vote is going to get deflected because the Tories aren't going to get anything now. Labour is going to get everything. And UKIP is going to get some of the vote. For Britain is going to get some of the vote. And UKIP voters are in denial about Anne-Marie Waters. And Anne-Marie Waters are in denial about UKIP. And everyone... UKIP generally and Anne-Marie Waters supporters like Gerard Batten. They don't like UKIP, but they like Gerard Batten. They don't like Nigel Farage. They don't want Nigel Farage to take over UKIP. And if Nigel Farage did take over UKIP or take down Gerard Batten somehow, For Britain would become much more of a viable choice. However, they don't seem to have candidates. They don't have enough representation in the country, so it would be a wasted vote. And in that case, in that eventuality, if UKIP wasn't run with Gerard Batten, if it had Nigel Farage in charge, and if For Britain wasn't a force that's going to make a difference in this cycle, then I would vote for Labour. Because Jeremy Corbyn's voting record on Maastricht, on Nice, on Lisbon has been consistently anti-EU. He hates the EU. Theresa May loves it. That's the difference. So if UKIP don't get their act together, I mean, if they keep Gerard Batten, then I will vote for them. But if they get rid of him, I'll probably vote for Labour. That doesn't mean I'm a leftist. That doesn't mean I'm right. That doesn't mean this. That doesn't mean that. All bets are off, people. We can't trust the Tories anymore. The Tories are the biggest betrayers of this country's ever known. So anything else is better by default. Why can't you just work that out? You don't have a right to say, oh, well, fear of Corbyn. You know, Corbyn's going to come in. Oh, well, what about this party? Oh, socialism. You don't have a right to say that anymore. Your scaremongering is irrelevant now because the country was sold out and you didn't say that was going to happen. You said trust the plan. You said trust Theresa May. Trust that Brexit means Brexit. And how did that work out?